Hi guys, welcome to Mother Moon Tarot. This is going to be the Pisces reading, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for June. So welcome. As always guys, these readings are general, so they're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates and kick the rest out the window. So guys, I was just meditating on your energy before I came on camera, as I always do. And I was finding it a little bit hard to connect to you guys for a little bit, and I'm a Pisces too, so that's usually strange for me. But yeah, I was finding it a little bit hard to connect with you guys a little bit. And it's funny because I've only had that for one of the other signs so far. I think it was Aquarius. So you and Aquarius are the only ones that I felt like I wasn't able to connect into straight away. So it took a little longer to kind of, process and kind of connect in with you guys. So what I did and what I got for you guys was I got like an image of you, and it was basically just like a little fish, and you're Pisces, so that makes sense. But basically it was like a little fish in this really vast, big, deep and like dark, empty like ocean. So there was nobody else about, and it was just you swimming along, and you're just kind of steadily swimming and just kind of carrying on. So but the feeling that I got that was separate from that image was there was almost like a feeling of like feeling a little bit lost, a little bit like unsure of things, a little bit vulnerable. So I feel like you might be feeling those energies a little bit, which would explain the empty and kind of dark kind of ocean. But I feel like the message is like if you are feeling like that this month, you just need to keep swimming, and you will, because that you're Pisces and you're naturally able to keep going. But I just feel like whatever it is in the past, like the path that you've been through in the past few months, that has been it's been a bit of a turmoil for you guys, kind of trying to carry on. And like I said, Pisces is very good at that, but we do get tired. Okay, we do get tired of having to take everything on board and do a lot for others and try and balance that with caring for ourselves and doing a lot for other people and ourselves at the same time. So there's been a lot of that recently for you guys, and I just feel like you're kind of almost getting tired of it. But the message that I was getting was keep swimming, because whatever it is starting to clear out. Okay. But yeah, you might be feeling a little bit vulnerable and a little bit kind of, unsure, a little bit worried, or a little bit, kind of a little bit lost this month because of the energy shifts that we're having, especially after the Scorpio full moon, and then the new moon kind of happening in Gemini on Monday. So just kind of bear that in mind. But anyway, let's get into the cards and see what kind of comes out for you guys. So let's have a little look. What does Pisces need to know for June, please? What does Pisces need to know for June? Okay. What does Pisces need to know for June, please? What does Pisces need to know for June? 2 more cards, please. So 2 more? Yeah. 2 more cards. What does Pisces need to know for June, please? What does Pisces need to know for June? Oh. I was going to take this one, but this one's coming out too, so I'm going to take it. So as always, guys, you don't have to wait on me to go through the cards. I like to kind of go through the cards and kind of put the messages together before I kind of start talking about it all. But you guys can skip ahead if you want to. So let me just take a wee moment to kind of take a look at this. Okay, so guys, the underlying energies that you have, first of all, was the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is It's to do with emotions and feelings. It's possibly an offer coming in, or this could be you wanting to make an offer to somebody else, or feeling like you want to, or someone else feeling like they want to, but maybe not doing it just yet. So there is some sort of offer that wants to come in here, whether it's you or another person making an offer, and it's to do with emotions and feelings. So you could call that love. It could be romantic, could be friends, family, you know, in your workplace or whatever. But nevertheless, there is an offer here that wants to come in. Now, underneath that, you had the Eight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you are walking away from something, or I feel like because it's in the reverse, it's like you have walked away from something already that wasn't serving you. So you're leaving something in the past, and you kind of set off on kind of a new journey. So that kind of that to me, it almost speaks like to that kind of dark ocean that I was talking about, and it was only you there. It's like you turned your back on that kind of dark ocean, and you're swimming forward to something new. So that's the connection that I'm kind of getting intuitively for this. It's like you've turned your back on something that wasn't serving you in your past, and you're moving forward. However, in saying that, I still feel like you're holding on tightly to, although you've left something behind, it's like you still have, like you're holding on tightly to the things that you do have that are solid in your life. So Pentacles are all to do with like stable things, like your home, your finances, your family environment, so things that your core essential foundations in life. So yeah, so you're trying to hold together your foundations. You're trying to hold your foundations, really, really hard. You're trying to hold on to them. But I feel like, yes, you have stepped away from something that wasn't serving you, okay, to do with emotions and feelings, or to do with love. It could have been a relationship, it could have been, a person, it could have been friendship, whatever. But you're still holding on to something quite tightly, and hoping that it will, that there might be a chance of something, being able to put down firm foundations in that area. So I feel like if it's to do with love, you may be turning your back on something or a relationship that maybe wasn't working, and now you're holding on to like the rest of the things that you still have left in your life, or you're looking to build that strong foundation, or hold on to that strong foundation, or you're kind of, how am I trying to say this? You may have turned your back on someone, but your foundations, your way of thinking about your foundations in life, and what you want as your foundations in life, is still very strong in your mind, okay? So I feel like you're still holding on to that hope that you can build that strong foundation with someone in the future. So that's what I feel like that this intuitive message is here. You're still holding on to those morals, those ideas of building a foundation with someone, okay? And that definitely then, the next card you got out then was, in your underlying energy, was the Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles is definitely about like looking at all those things that you do have in your life, okay? All that hard work that you've been putting in terms of like, going within and, figuring out what it is that you want, working towards it, whether that be finances, home environment, friends, family situations, all of that. But there's still that one pentacle that you really, really want, and you haven't been able to pick that up yet, or you haven't been able to find that yet, okay? So that's what I feel like, you're waiting on this. You're holding out. It's like you're holding out hope, and you're holding on tightly to this one pentacle, the idea of having this one pentacle to add to the rest of the pentacles that you already have, okay? So it's like adding that final piece almost to a foundation that you feel is firm, or that is grounded enough to be able to then move all of those pentacles then into the future, okay? And the reason I say that as well is because you had the Hermit card come out then underneath that. So this is your underlying energy again. So you already gone in within and kind of taken the time to reflect and be by yourself and figure things out for yourself before then kind of moving forward with things. And then the last card then you got on your underlying energy then was the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is all about finding that balance to do with, you know, your foundations in life. So like I said, career, finances, jobs, home environment, family, you know, all of those things that you hold as foundations in life. So you're definitely, there's a lot of pentacles on the table so far. And so you're definitely trying to find your foundation with things in your life, and you're trying to find that balance. You're trying to balance out those scales, you're trying to find the balance between the things that you do have already that you've worked hard for and what you want to bring in and kind of manifest to be able to then move forward with all of those pentacles, you know, in your bag, as it were. So yeah, so that was your underlying energy. So there's strong energy there. You know, about, you've obviously put a lot of work in, and you've turned your back on something that wasn't serving you, but you're still holding out hope that you could possibly do that with somebody else. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, it could be a relationship that you left behind, but you're taking your morals and your ideas of what you want for your own life with you, and you're holding them onto them tightly to be able to then move forward into the future with somebody new who will be able to provide you with this balanced and equal kind of relationship that maybe somebody wasn't able to do for you before, because, you know, you've got a page here. A page is very like immature almost energy. He's not a knight, and he's not a king yet. Okay, so there's a little bit of immature energy. So where someone may have not been able to fill up that cup for you before in a relationship, you know, and you then had to, you know, leave that situation behind, close off that chapter. You know, you're still wanting to kind of be able to find that with somebody else and move forward to build a strong foundation for yourself for some, you know, for later on. So then the cards that you got in your main spread, I feel like are good. So you got first of all, the first card is victory. So it's a victory card. It's the Six of Wands. And yeah, it speaks to victory. You got the victory wreath here. They're marching into the town, you know, having been victorious. And wands are all about action. So there's forward, victorious action coming into play here. And the direction of this horse as well is moving into in the forward motion, or the into the future of the reading. Okay, so this is moving forward into the future with victoriousness. Victoriousness? It's not a word. Victory. So yeah, I definitely feel this has got a lot to do with you having put in that work with that hermit energy. You know, having put in that work and gone within and taken time to reflect on things. You're moving, you know, and you know, cutting out that situation that no longer served you with that Eight of Cups. You're definitely moving forward with victorious kind of action, having really come to terms with how you want things to be in your life. Okay, so yeah, you're moving forward with victorious kind of like mentality and action and drive to want to be able to push forward with that. The next one then you got out with them is the King of Wands. So I do feel like I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is someone new kind of coming in. So whether this is someone that you knew before, or whether this is somebody new, I feel like this is someone coming in that has this King of Wands energy. And you can see it's almost like rising off his throne there. It's like he wants to take action, and wands are all about action. You can see there's new kind of shoots on this wand as well. So I feel like, yeah, this is someone coming in wanting to take action with you. Now, whether that be to do with a love situation, or whether it be to do with a project, or something that you've kind of got going on in your life at the moment, I feel like there's someone coming in here who wants to help, who wants to take action with you. But they're not showing themselves just yet. It's coming in. He's just kind of rising off that throne, but he's not quite yet. So they're thinking about it, okay? They want to, but they haven't made a final decision yet. And this is after, I think, for them, I feel a period of time whereby there was a lot of... This is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords speaks to, you know, you can see he's stealing he's stealing these swords, and he's like, you know, he feels like he's won, and he's won all the swords, but these two people are have walked away without any swords. So it's almost like an energy of like someone felt like they kind of won a situation where they won all the swords, or, you know, it's like, oh, I got all the swords, you know, I won, I came out the better person, but and these person are kind of having to walk away. and funnily enough, it's almost like this person, you know, this person here. So whatever the situation was for you guys, you were like, I feel like this was you, okay? You were walking away from the situation, okay? So with this person, whoever this person is, in your life, Pisces, they at the time of the situation, whether this was a breakup or an argument, or with a lover or a friend, or a family member, or whoever, or if it was just a situation that you were dealing with, it could be a colleague at work as well, however it resonates for you. At the time of this situation happening, it felt like this person won all those swords and you were left with nothing, and you had to walk away, or you had to be left without, okay? And you had to, go and lick your wounds somewhere, okay? But you walked away from that. So recently you have walked away from that feeling of, the fact that you lost a lot, okay? So you lost a lot in that situation, but you've walked away from that. You've shut the door on that chapter. It's like, right, okay, I may have lost a lot of, I may have gone through a lot of pain. I may have gone through a lot of turmoil to do with the situation of this person, but I'm going to turn my back on it now. It's not worth it. I've come out a better person, and I have, it's made me reflect with the Hermit card here. It's made me go within. It's made me realize what foundations, I actually want in life. It's made me realize what I actually have already. And it's made me want, take a look and balance out how I feel and what things I want for my life. So in actual fact, this person may have kind of won in that situation, and I may have lost at the time, but I'm turning my back on that now, and I'm moving, and I'm going to move forward into a better situation for myself. So actually, so in actual fact, you actually come out as the better person, or the person that actually won the most, because you learned a lot from this process. So there's definitely a lot of reflection, a lot of learning, in this month for you Pisces, and maybe that's what that kind of little fish in the big dark ocean was about. It was about you kind of going within, because that almost reflects, like I said, that Hermit card of that kind of darkness, that one kind of character being in this massive darkness, and there only being a small amount of light to be able to see your way through. Okay, so yeah, that could have been a lot of that. Now, the next card you had out was this King of Swords, okay? So I feel like there's two parts to this, or there's two sides. There's two groups. For the first group, I feel like this is an energy that you're embracing yourself, okay? Having gone through that time of having to take time within, reflect, and try and build yourself back up again after this situation, whatever this was for you. You've now come into a King of Swords kind of energy, whereby you're strong, you're stable within your own throne. You know what you want. You've gone within. Swords are all about thoughts and logic. Okay, so you've won the battle with yourself, or you've become a lot more clear, and you've got a lot more kind of clarity on what it is that you actually want from your life at this time. Okay, and you've learned a lot from this situation. Okay, so you're not about to put yourself into a situation whereby you allow that to happen again. So you've learned a lot. Okay, so that's for the first group of you, and you're moving forward with a lot more kind of logical thought process, and you're starting to think about things a lot more before you actually take action with things. Having gone through that situation that you were in. Okay, so that is for the first group of you. For a second group of you, I feel like this is possibly another person, and like I said earlier, I felt like this was another person too. So I feel like there could be two people in your life at the moment. Because these are both kings. Okay, they're both strong energies. Okay, so I feel like there could be one person in your life that could be coming in and wanting to take action. And there could be another person kind of coming in who's wanting to make things clear, or to make things known. So they may want to communicate something with you, having gone through a period of taking time to think about things. So yeah, I feel like there's two people here. Like I said, this person here, whoever this is to you, is just rising off that throne. So he's not taking action just yet. He's thinking about it. Okay. So he's thinking about coming towards you and making some sort of offer or taking action in some way. This person here has already come to the conclusion that they want to say something or they want to communicate something with you. But they're a little bit, I feel like they're a little bit unsure about when to communicate it to you. It's like they know what they want to say, but they don't know exactly when to say it. For another group of you, I feel like this is the same person, and they're taking time at the start of the month to really think about what it is that they want to say, okay, before rising off that throne, taking action, moving towards you and being clear and concise about communicating how they feel or what they feel about a situation or how they feel about you, okay? Now, energies can be reversed, so this could be you feeling like you want to do that to someone else, okay? So this could be, like I said, this could be two different people with two different actions kind of coming in towards you. This could be the same person at the start of the month towards the end of the month. Or like I said, this could be your own energy of feeling like you're taking time at the start of the month to figure something out and wanting to take action with something, and then you're communicating it with somebody later on, okay? So yeah, a couple of different groups of you there, okay? Nevertheless, the next card you had out then was the Two of Wands in reverse. So I do feel like you are... So you're contemplating a lot of things to do with your life at the moment, okay? In the situation you're in, you can see, and in the upright, you can see he's holding on to that world. He's taking an outsider's perspective from things and looking at, you know, his life from an outsider's perspective. And he's standing between that gateway of wanting to move forward and, you know, moving through the gateway towards the future and leaving the past in the past. So I do feel like you're very much in that energy of, like I said, leaving things, you know, with your Eight of Cups here from earlier on, you're leaving things very much firmly put in the past, but you're still holding on to, you know, the thought of that kind of stability and that kind of like foundations of wanting to bring that forward with you into the future. So there's a little bit of a confused kind of state here, and that's what I kind of picked up in the energies before, the meditation energies that I got for you. You're feeling a little bit lost and a little bit unsure, okay? So because this is in the reverse, came out in the reverse, I do feel like that is the case. You're wanting to move forward and leave something else, leaving the past in the past, but you're still kind of holding on to something a very little bit with a little bit of hope, and kind of trying to figure out how to move forward. So you're kind of going into hermit mode a little bit and trying to kind of figure things out for yourself a bit more. So like last month was a lot to do with kind of contemplating, taking time for yourself, Pisces, and I definitely feel like that's still kind of going on for you in June. But there's a little bit more clarity, and you're kind of you're stepping closer. So you're getting closer. Next card you had out then was the Page of Wands. So again, you've got another person coming in here. But this is a little bit more of it's not a king energy. This is a page energy. Like I said, you had two. This is the second page that you've had come in, and you know you had two kings as well. So there's a lot of people around you, or you're embracing a lot of different energies to do with different people or different situations. The Page of Wands, I feel, is like there's the can't speak. Blah. Regain. Okay, so the Page of Wands is a bit of an immature energy. So I would say this is a younger person. Could be a little bit younger than you. There's someone wanting to come in and come with action. Now, bear with me, because I do feel like this Page of Wands could be related to this King of Wands, okay? So, sorry, it goes like this. So it could be that this person, you know, at the start of the month is embracing that kind of slightly less like immature kind of, or younger kind of way of thinking, or like immature way of thinking at the start of the month. And towards the end of the month, then they kind of come to the resolution of a kind of a king a king type energy. So they go from the page to the king, which is, it's progression, it's movement upwards. They're maturing, and they're coming in with this wand, and they want to kind of offer this wand or to take this action. But again, he's still not risen off the throne completely. So I feel in June there may not be, they may not make that move with that action just yet, but there's a want to. Okay, for others of you, this could just be another person, and you could have someone wanting to make an offer here as well, or kind of coming in with a little bit of bit of flirtatious kind of nature. So someone here has a little bit of wands and page energies. There's a little bit of kind of flirtatious kind of like action being kind of taken towards you. So enjoy that, but it may not be like that mature kind of offer, or that mature kind of person that you want. So just be kind of a little bit wary of that. But yeah, a lot of people here, guys, okay? So Pisces, you may be dealing with a lot of different people here, especially if you turned your back on like a love situation before and you're now, newly single, or have been single for a while and have only just started to kind of maybe start dating again or start seeing new people. I feel like there's a lot of people around you. Look at this. You've got the Page of Cups. You've got the Page of Wands. You've got the King of Wands. You've got the King of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of people on the board for you at the moment. So you could be dating multiple people. You could be seeing multiple people. You could be just engaging or talking with multiple people, which is good because you're victoriously marching forward and you're moving forward from this past situation. So that's great, but just be aware that not all of them might be the right person for you to be able to give you that stability that you're looking for, to complete this kind of this load of pentacles that you already feel you have. That those, you need to figure out which person is that pentacle for you. Okay, so taking time to kind of go within and taking time to be that tiny fish in that big vast ocean where there's nobody else to kind of, be in the situation, and just take time for yourself to be able to think about things. Maybe you need a little bit of that this month, okay? But also don't get caught up in your own thoughts about all these different people, or all these different situations, and overthink things. Okay, so you need to find a balance, like I said here, like that balance. You need to find a balance between taking time for yourself to really think things through, and taking too much time to overanalyze things. Okay, so there's a fine line. And also I would say that finding that balance then between these different people as well, because you don't want to waste all your energies on all these different people and then leave your cup empty for yourself. Okay, so you need to find a balance between your own time and time given to others as well. But ultimately, guys, you're moving victoriously through the month. So you're just keep swimming, which is exactly what you're doing. And it's exactly what I was thinking of in the meditation before I kind of came onto camera as well, was, keep swimming. So you're doing that. Okay, I'm going to clarify, I feel like I want to clarify each of these wands, or sorry, each of these, the two pages and the two kings. I want to clarify each of those. Okay, so why is the Page of Cups here, please? Why is the Page of Cups here for Pisces? Okay, that's too many. Need one card, please. Why is the Page of Cups here? Okay. Why is the Page of Wands here? One card, please. Why is the Page of Wands here? Okay. Why is the King of Wands here, please? Why is the King of Wands? Okay. And why is the King of Swords here, please? Okay. Let's have a little look. Okay, so for the Page of Cups, you got Temperance. Okay. So yeah, so whoever this Page of Wands, or sorry, Page of Cups is here, it's Temperance. So you need to balance out so I feel like this is to do with balancing emotions. So whoever this is for you, or whether it's a situation, you need to balance out your emotions about this person, okay? You need to figure out, and balance your emotions and your feelings about how you feel about this person actually, okay? So, or they may need to do that about you, or they are doing that about you, but there's a balance of emotions that's needed here, okay? For the Page of Wands, you got the Six of Cups. Okay, so this could be someone coming back in with a bit of flirtatious nature, someone that you dealt with before who could be a little bit immature. They may mean a lot to you, but they're coming in, yeah, like with a little bit of mature energy. You may have known them before. They want to take some action. They're very flirty because you've had, you know, the Six of Cups here is to do with, it can be the reconciliation card, or, you know, a past lives kind of card. It can also speak to, yeah, a reconnection, or like a rebirth of a connection. So that there could be some sort of reconciliation with this person. But just be cautious of that kind of flirtatiousness. Make sure you ground yourself with this person, okay? For the King of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands. There you go. So this person who's thinking about wanting to make a move or take action towards you, who's not quite off his throne yet, that could be a match. It could be a match. And like I said, they may not be making their moves in June. They're thinking about it, definitely. And that could well be because you are their counterpart, or they feel like you are their counterpart. You are their Queen of Wands. Okay, so that could be the situation with this person. The other situation is that you could feel the same about this person. You could feel like you are the Queen of Wands, or you are the King of Wands, whichever way, whatever gender, it doesn't matter. But you feel like you are the King or Queen of Wands, and this other person is your counterpart. Okay, so that could be a match there. Okay, and then for the King of Swords, we get the Eight of Wands. So whoever that's what I was saying earlier on, that they're wanting to come in with communication, and you know, mental kind of communication, having kind of taken time to think logically about things. And then for that, you got the Eight of Wands, which is all to do with communication, new messages, information, and that coming in. So this person is definitely wanting to communicate something towards you or with you. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight on the different kind of characters that we have here, guys. I'm going to quickly just do a Moonology card. So what does Pisces need to know for June, please? What does Pisces need to know for June? That one. And I'm going to do a Romance Angels card. Okay. What does Pisces need to know for June, please? What does Pisces need to know for June? What does Pisces need to know for June? What does Pisces need to know for June, please? Pisces need to know for June. Ooh. Okay, I don't want that. Those ones. Okay. So, first of all, you got, it's time to release negativity. Yeah, absolutely. So you're doing that with your Eight of Cups. You've already released that. You're already releasing that, okay? So you're releasing that negativity in June, okay? So that's good. We need that. Okay, so you got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Sorry, excuse me. It could be parents, it could be a past relationship, it could be someone that you were friends with in the past. Nevertheless, you're healing your old wounds, okay? That's basically what it kind of speaks to, okay? So you're healing issues that have kind of come into play